Hey all, Michelle Raza here with the Finding Yourself Book Club, and today is Saturday, so we're going to be covering Robert Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land for our Science Fiction Saturday series. You may notice my hair looks a little different. I reached the edge of what I could tolerate lengthwise, and I went for something very bold and very different, so hope you guys like it. If you don't, it's just hair, it'll grow back. Also, if you haven't had a chance, please do check out our website. Oh, sorry, not for this video series. Not for this one. But if you are interested in more serious stuff, we have a couple of playlists that you can follow. One on emotionally immature parents and one on relationships, covering John Gottman's What Makes Love Last, along with some other things. I was about to plug my website for life coaching, but not on Saturdays, because on Saturdays we just have a little bit of fun. Also, at the end of this video, I am going to pass it over to my friend Jude, who's going to talk about his spirit camps. That's a little different than the services we provide. It's an in-person, like really cool thing that he does, and I don't even know how to describe it, so I just told him to describe it for you guys. And if you're interested, in the comment section we'll post, or in the description, we'll post the website and then the email address. So, all right, y'all, without further ado, I'm gonna continue on Robert Heinlein's Stranger in a Strange Land, where we left off. Oops. Oh, and I forgot to turn on my light. Give me a second. It's definitely going to take me a while to get used to this hair. I'm not sure if I like it. I mean, I like this part. It's all curly and cute. It's like, hello, I'm prim and proper. No, I'm not. But anyway, let me get started. Okay, I cracked myself up like an idiot. The Secretary General's voice did not disappear again, nor that of Dr. Nelson. Jill could guess, from gossip she had picked up around the hospital, that Smith had gone into one of his cataleptic withdrawals. I hope that I said that right. There were only two more entries, neither of them attributed. One read, "No need to whisper, he can't hear you." The other read, "Take that tray away, we'll feed him when he comes out of it." Jill was giving the inscription a third reading when Ben reappeared. He was carrying more onion skin sheets, but he did not offer them to her. Instead, he said, "Hungry?" She glanced inquiringly at the papers in his hand, but answered, "Starved. Let's get out of here and shoot a cow." He said nothing more while they went to the roof and took a taxi, and he still kept quiet during a flight to the Alexandria platform, where they switched to another cab. Ben selected one with a Baltimore serial number. Once in the air, he set it for Hagerstown, Maryland, then settled back and relaxed. "Now we can talk." "Ben, why all the mystery?" "Sorry, Prettyfoots. Probably just nerves and my bad conscience. I don't know that there's a bug in my apartment, but if I can do it to them, they can do it to me. And I've been showing an unhealthy interest in things the administration once kept doggo. Likewise, while it isn't likely that a cab signaled from my flat would have a recorder hidden in the cushions, still it might have. The special service squads are thorough. But this cab," he patted its seat cushions, "they can't gimmick thousands of cabs. One picked at random should be safe." Jill shivered. "Ben, you don't really think they would?" She let it trail off. "Don't I now? You saw my column. I filed that copy 9 hours ago. Do you think the administration will let me kick it in the stomach without doing something about it?" "But you've always opposed the administration." "That's okay. The duty of His Majesty's loyal opposition is to oppose. They expect that. But this is different. I have practically accused them of holding a political prisoner. One the public is very much interested in. Jill, a government is a living organism. Like every living thing, its prime characteristic is a blind, unreasoned instinct to survive. You hit it, it will fight back. This time, I've really hit it." He gave her a sidelong look. "I shouldn't have involved you in this." "Me? I'm not afraid. At least not since I turned that gadget back over to you." "You're associated with me. If things get rough, that could be enough." Jill shut up. She had never in her life experienced the giant ruthlessness of giant power. Outside of her knowledge of nursing and the joyous guerrilla warfare between the sexes, Jill was almost as innocent as the man from Mars. The notion that she, Jill Boardman, who had never experienced anything worse than a spanking as a child and an occasional harsh word as an adult, could be in physical danger was almost impossible for her to believe. As a nurse, she had seen the consequences of ruthlessness, violence, brutality, but it could not happen to her. Their cab was circling for a landing in Hagerstown before she broke the moody silence. "Ben, suppose this patient does die. What happens?" "Huh?" He frowned. "That's a good question. A very good question. I'm glad you asked it. It shows you are taking an interest in the work. Now, if there are no other questions, the class is dismissed." "Don't try to be funny." Jill, I've been awake nights when I should have been dreaming about you trying to answer that one. It's a two-part question, political and financial, and here are the best answers I have now. If Smith dies, his odd legal claim to the planet Mars vanishes. Probably the pioneer group, the Champion, left behind on Mars, starts a new claim, and almost certainly the administration worked out a deal with them before they left Earth. The Champion is a Federation ship, but it is more than possible that the deal, if there is one, leaves all the strings in the hands of that redoubtable defender of human rights, Mr. Secretary General Douglas. Such a deal could keep him in power for a long time. On the other hand, it might mean nothing at all. Huh? Why? The Larkin decision might not apply. Luna was uninhabited, but Mars is inhabited by Martians. At the moment, Martians are a legal zero, but the High Court might take a look at the political situation, stare at its collective navel, and decide that human occupancy meant nothing on a planet already inhabited by non-human natives. Then, rights on Mars, if any, would have to be secured from the Martians themselves. But Ben, that would logically be the case anyhow. This notion of a single man owning a planet, it's fantastic. Don't use that word to a lawyer. He won't understand you. Straining at gnats and swallowing camels is a required course in all law schools. Besides, there's a case in point. In the 15th century, the Pope deeded the entire Western Hemisphere to Spain and Portugal, and nobody paid the slightest attention to the fact that the real estate was already occupied by several million Indians with their own laws, customs, and notions of property rights. His grant deed was pretty effective, too. Take a look at a Western Hemisphere map sometime and notice where Spanish is spoken and where Portuguese is spoken, and see how much land the Indians have left. Yes, but, Ben, this isn't the 15th century. It is to a lawyer. They still cite Blackwell, Code Napoleon, or even the laws of Justinian. Mark it down, Jill. If the High Court rules that the Larkin decision applies, Smith is in a position to grant or withhold concessions on Mars, which may be worth millions, or more likely billions. If he assigns his claim to the present administration, then Secretary Douglas is the man who will hand out the plums, which is just what Douglas is trying to rig. You saw that bug transcript. Ben, why should anybody want that sort of power? Why does a moth fly towards the light? The drive for power is even less logical than the sex urge, and stronger. But I said this was a two-part question. Smith's financial holdings are almost as important as his special position as nominal King Emperor of Mars, possibly more important, for a High Court decision could knock out his squatters' rights on Mars, but I doubt if anything could shake his ownership of the Lyell Drive and a major chunk of lunar enterprises. The 8 wills are a matter of public record, and in the three most important cases, he inherits with or without a will. What happens if he dies? I don't know. 1,000 alleged cousins would pop up, of course, but the Science Foundation has fought off a lot of such money-hungry vermin in the past 20 years. It seems possible that if Smith dies without making a will, his enormous fortune will revert to the state. The state? Do you mean the Federation or the United States? Another very good question, to which I do not know the answer. His natural parents come from 2 different member countries of the Federation, and he was born outside all of them, and it's going to make a crucial difference to some people who vote, and it is going to make a crucial difference to some people who votes those blocks of stock and who licenses those patents. It won't be Smith. He won't know he won't know a stock proxy from a traffic ticket. It is likely to be whoever can grab him and hang on to him. In the meantime, I doubt if Lloyd's would write a policy on his life. He strikes me as a very poor risk. The poor baby, the poor infant. All right, so next time we will continue on with chapter 6, and I will pass it over to my friend Jude so he can talk to you about his spirit camps. Take care, y'all. Hope to see you soon. Please comment about the hairstyle if you like it, if you don't like it. I think I am going to keep it. I'm going to go a little shorter and then maybe do some henna on it. So we'll see. Take care. Happy Saturday, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey everyone, Jude here. I'm reaching out to let you know about the immersive retreats that I'm holding at Four Eagles Spirit Camp in the beautiful San Luis Valley in Colorado. We're all sold out for this September Spirit Camp, but I wanted to share a little and let you know how to get on a wait list or find out more. What I'm up to is giving people traditional, ceremonial, and wisdom experiences in person, in nature, on beautiful land, and in community with amazing people, healthy food, and powerful personal processes. This also involves meditation, personal development, and humanistic design to make this a time where you can dig deep into your true nature, rediscover your soul connection, redefine or strengthen your purpose, and find the inspiration, courage, and vision to create and carry forward what you truly want in your life. This could be a healing, the courage to step into something new or let go of something old, feeding a dream, or taking a break from the digital dementia we're all drowning in to nourish and refuel your spirit and soul. We'll be doing this experientially, not hypothetically, actually engaging in rituals, practices, and exercises that make the difference. You'll have a powerful experience, make friends for life, and come home with more clarity and conviction to follow your own true north. I'd love to connect with some of you on the road ahead, either at in-person retreats or remotely for spiritual teaching and coaching. If you'd like to find out more or read about the spirit camps or get on the waitlist for next year, click the link below. You can also connect with me through the contact form for remote teaching and coaching or with any questions. I hope things are amazing for you and wish you all the best in your life. I look forward to walking this beautiful path with many of you. Thank you.